multiplier. Florida at Texas. Here we go. As Matthew Golden will not have a chance to return this, so we'll get into the defensive backfield as well as they quickly get it to Moore, and DeAndre Moore charges ahead with a good gain to open up from Moore. So a quick first down for Texas. Ewers gets it complete again to DeAndre Moore. Play action. Ewers, a lot of time to think about it, and gets it complete to Helm. His
is dealing with the shoulder injury. He's limited.
3 plays, 3 first downs, and Wisner takes it ahead inside the 30.
Is dealing with the shoulder injury. He's limited.
3 plays, 3 first downs, and Wisner takes it ahead inside the 30. Second down and 4. Here's Ewers. He goes underneath. The shallow cross complete for Ewers. Can't do better than that. Wisner with blockers in front kept his balance and makes his way inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to play,
Wisner on the ground on 2nd and 3. Breaks what would have been a tackle for loss, but then when he reversed. And you can see on the near sideline. 3rd down and 10. Pressure, and they get to him. Kicker Bert Auburn out for the 51-yard attempt after the sack. And the Florida defense quickly gets it out into space to Mizell, who makes the first man miss and then is able to gain about 4 yards.
Well, a lot of
2nd and 5. Ball will get the carry. Ball goes straight ahead, and it's going to be a first down. Florida. The talented has been dealing with an injury, but Ball has been coming on strong. This time he is tackled for a loss.
Runs the last 4 games. So what does the offense look like now?
2nd and 12. Warner's going to throw back as he tries to go back to his tight end board. 4-man rush, actually 3-man rush as they drop into coverage. Shallow cross as they keep it conservative with DK. And as Crawshaw looking to pin this inside the 10 at Memorial Stadium. DKR, who's dedicated to veterans of all wars. Quinn Ewers. That was thrown deep into the 5-star who went to go play for Coach Prime at CU and now is at Florida. Ewers, that was denied. What a great 3rd down and 10. Ewers looking for anything. A lot of traffic. And he's going to run, but he's going to dive in 1. And that surge by Gibson, the true freshman, after the initial with Bond. Isaiah Bond, the end around, and look at Bond turning it on, and a stiff arm for Bond. Here is Blue. He's tackled after just gaining a half a yard. 2nd and 9. Looks left and then goes deep. Wide open and into the end zone is Matt.
Heading up. He's adding some window dressing. And they pop a big one.
Quinn Ewers, 6 completions, 82 yards.
Sorry.
Katie.
Yeah, Tess, Jess, an official came over to the Florida bench in between.
And here he is, play action on 1st down. He wants to take a shot downfield, and it was well overthrown, looking for Jim. Play action on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Moore, Colin Simmons, and Anthony Hill. It's a big, tall task right now for this Gator offensive line.
The carry, and Jackson Man. Ball came out! Ball came out, and Texas has got it. It's Trey Moore. Trey Moore with the penalty on the fumble return. They start at the 22. Ewers. That is beyond the reach of Wisner.
They were 120.
Meanwhile, Florida's defensive rate in the red zone is 15th in the S. Bounce it, and it's a smart decision for a first down for the Gators.
He's got some wiggle to him for a guy that's 235 pounds, and he has the ability to bounce.
Going to keep it on the ground with him. Into the boundary, not much there at Ball. Nothing there. That was clogged up immediately. The 3rd down. 3rd down and 8. Warner gets it complete, but
to rally to the ball.
And as we come to the end of this first quarter, Quinn Ewers with 2 touchdown passes.
Quinn Ewers is back.
1st and 20 as he goes underneath the Helm, and Helm is wrapped up immediately. You see that frame on McCray, those long arms. He's 6'6", the true freshman. 2nd and 20. Ewers is going to throw away. 3rd and 20 for Ewers from inside the 5 as he's just going to check it down to Blue. And they will. This punter has been dealing with a hamstring injury. It's a low snap that he has to field at the goal line. Jim Dike falls for the fair. Warner, play action. Downfield, wide open and complete to Jim Dike. So there, starter. There is exactly where the lack of experience and the lack of route wide, as now Jaden Ball is going to take the direct snap. Ball catches that seam and he's inside the 10-yard line. Perhaps
or check it down.
Here's 3rd and 3. Ball tackled after only gaining. Aiden Warner, play action, being chased. Sidearms it, nearly had an opportunity with weeks ago. The guy standing around eating ice cream, he said, now he's the starting quarterback at Texas. 2nd and 10. As they're 0 for 4 on 3rd down, and now Warner's facing a 3rd and 9. And that was nearly blown up, and then about the 35, and then Bolden tries to reverse course, and he does. And it's a good return for Texas. And get a good look with Weisner, and here goes Weisner inside the 10 and reaching for the goal line. Over Florida. Jaden Ball on the return for the Gators. They could use a spark in the return game. Not going to find it there. What's going on, Kevin? Warner is going to go underneath to Jackson. Jackson's going to turn that corner and get a first down. You were in the midst of a conversation
all year long, and it's fans that get an opportunity to come here and go to Norman, Oklahoma. It's just great for the fans of the SEC. 4 points with about 5 minutes to go here at the end of the half. Something's good has got to happen. The Gators are going to get the ball back first here in the second.
Was the number 3, now he's the starter. Warner being chased. And Warner. Jackson on 2nd and 10. 3rd and 5. And they're going to get it on the ground with Jacoby Jackson. Clean. Got to try to find a break. Jackson, as he goes ahead and brings it, and everything happening with Miami and Georgia Tech and the rest of the country. But for now, can Florida break through and get on the board? Warner, he's play clock counting down. And a timeout is going to 3rd and 4 off the timeout. Warner trying to extend the play, and he throws it incomplete, but a flat. Warner and the Gators. Pressure on the young quarterback.
Florida, can they continue? And it's good to see Ewers playing well early.
We'll see you at the half test.
Look forward to that. Crawshaw gets the punt away. When Ewers, 3 touchdown passes today. Matthew Golden, as he is rested. Blue out of the backfield. Jaden Blue makes a man miss. Revs that engine, and here he goes. Looking to add to their lead. Still that timeout. 90 seconds until we get it to halftime. Ewers. I couldn't find. Play action for Ewers on 2nd and 10 to the end zone. Waiting for it. And that is now in a massive hole. Auburn had tried to rally back late against Texas. A bye week and now this level of performance.
Joe, let's go.
CL in his final week of practice when he was playing at Yale a year ago. Jaden Ball with a good run of 11 yards. And there is Warner. And that ball is intercepted. It's turning into that kind of a first half for Warner. It was with time. And he's going to connect and get it to Bolden. And Bolden is going to look for a block. And he's able to turn the corner at Ewers. 4 touchdowns. Do we hear 5?
Passing game this season.
Blue on the run. Blue into the end zone.
The fight. If Texas plays like this week in, week out, watch out.
At Arkansas, Kentucky, and then the rivalry game with as Aiden Warner in this offense look to regroup and get this to half. Jacoby Jackson.
And now I think the biggest thing is there's depth. There's depth on both lines. And
the Hell in the Cell match is going to be fantastic.
Aiden Warner. And he is intercepted again. Warner with another turn.
Happen, Undertaker, you show up in the booth and good things happen for Texas.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to do it every week. I'm going to have to alter my work.
The 2 interceptions, and Quinn Ewers in this Texas offense back in prime position. as Wisner gets the
They're playing this way on offense and on defense, complementary football, and they're going to be tough to stop.
3rd and 13 as they get it out into space to Bond, and look at Isaiah Bond! What a difference maker he is! The fans have traveled, but they were in a tough spot to try to match what's on the field today. This team that is primed and ready, and Florida has been so challenged, and then add to it with the turnovers, you just can't do it. 21 points off 3 Florida turnovers. Here's Jackson on the pitch, and a good run by Jackson. All right, Jesse, obviously.
To play in an SEC, Joe, that is going to look a little bit different based on who's about to get drafted. There'll be no Carson Beck next.
Jackson had a 6-yard run moments ago, so it is a first down for Florida. And Jackson takes it again. Katie?
You know, Tess.
2nd and 6. Jackson again. 3rd and short from there. Jaden Ball now taking a direct snap on 3rd and 2. And Ball will go ahead for the first down.
I think it was also really important about making the buys you're recruiting to help build the best possible roster for next season.
Here is Warner on 1st down, and that is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. As Ball able to get it to the outside.
No doubt, they got to get those skill guys healthy.
3rd down and 6 as he goes underneath the Ball, and Ball is going to lower the... Here's Ball, and now with Florida marching down in
field goal late just to keep the streak alive.
So Florida AD Scott Strickland on the sideline. There's a pump. There's Warner to the end zone, and it is in. Going to go straight ahead with Ball. Ball gets loose inside the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal.
Not an easy thing to do against this Texas front.
Trying to keep the streak alive. Ball can't find much. Just 2 yards there. Anthony Hill.
We'll come see him up in this week.
2nd and goal. Warner and the receiver. Warner on 3rd and goal. That's out of the back of the end zone. The Florida streak. 23-yard field goal does just that. And that streak. Texas 2-0-1 in those 3. Start of a big day of college football here on ABC. And let's check in with Kevin in place of viewers for 2 games already this season. As Jaden Blue will take it out to the 30-yard.
Skips a generation, but in fairness to his dad, Coop, who was a really good receiver in his day, he's able to make that part.
And here is Arch to wind it up, send it downfield, and into coverage. It is incomplete. That Johnson got there early. Johnson, who himself has been dealing with an injury, as this defensive backfield for Florida. Manning, plenty of time. And a good effort by
Jaden Robinson, linebacker, got his left hand in on that, which I think forced the ball.
Nearly a block punt as Florida came after it.
He MacGyvered that.
Totally. Yeah, just get some WD-40 and some...
Each of his last 2 games, he's got to be careful.
You throw in turnovers, you may want to go with a simple charcoal gray. And Jackson. And here is Jackson, as he has wrestled after a gain of 2.5 yards.
Points.
So Pete Kwiatkowski, defensive coordinator for Texas, as Jackson trying to bounce this and then cuts back across midfield. By the way, that Coach Sark yesterday, specifically talking about how deep they are, as Jackson takes it and spins free for a first down. And listen, he understands the fall.
Yeah.
That's really what defines it.
In the trenches.
In the depth in the trench. Jackson's 8-yard run makes it a first down for Florida. Warner's going to get it to Boardingham, and Arlis Boardingham will go ahead.
He's go down. He's still in bounds, and then a little extracurricular shove.
Warner, quick strike, good ball, and a completion to DK. Yeah, this quarter for Florida, they had 7 first downs in the entire first half. So at least moving the ball, moving the chains a little more, finding some consistency.
And they have been running hard. Ran for almost 200 yards against a good Kentucky D-line. Then last week against Georgia.
Well, we've seen a lot of Ball. We've seen a lot of Jackson. Jackson. So he works his way inside the... As Ball tries to spin his way for extra yardage on first with him for a Florida touchdown.
And how they want to keep competing. Jim DK out in front getting a little bit of a block. Look at the push and the drive by Buck.
About the news with Billy Napier this week, and Scott Strickland detailing that he will return to coach this team, and how Napier says Jaden Blue catches a seam. Here he goes past midfield before he is finally run down. Gibson, as he cuts back and will go ahead.
Blue and a true freshman Gibson. These guys have really stepped up. You've seen it today. They make plays run.
Arch Manning's in the game because Quinn Ewers and that offense revved it up. He had 5 touchdown passes to get this big league. SEC on a well-coached and talented SMU team. A&M, LSU, and Ole Miss. As Gibson takes it ahead, and Gibson takes it right on.
Staff has done just loading the cupboard with talent.
That's
swinging after the catch. And what I really love the most, though, he's been accurate throwing the ball deep. Came into this game.
And you sort of get a glimpse as to where things can head. Ball on the return. Jaden Ball will take the carry here. Been seeing a lot of that from Florida and start to get a sense of his personality and his maturation. And timeout is going to be used here by Florida.
In that relationship with Quinn Ewers, that's been paramount, I think, to the chemistry they have on offense.
A lot of pressure on Warner as he just tried at a young age that they have seen in a generation. 3rd down and 6 as Warner fires it over the middle and it's in.
Seen an injury to their right tackle, Cameron Williams. We don't know the severity of that, but
we're going to talk about that SEC championship game. Of course, the new format this year. This is a divisionless SEC. Oh.
Boy. Didn't hit him with the crown of the helmet, had the helmet off to the side, and there wasn't forcible contact made to the head and neck area.
That was easy to see. Jarrett Gibson, the true freshman running back. Here's Arch Manning on 2nd and 7, gets the ball out quickly to Bolden in space, and that is the quick burst. Saw an injury earlier.
Shamar Stewart and Turner and some of those D linemen, they need him in.
Here's Arch. Look at him extend the play and then sidearms it for a shown success this season when he stepped in for Quinn Ewers. Gibson again as he brings it out to 28. Ball came out at the end. Aiden Warner with time, and he's going to go shallow underneath to Jim DK.
He's done really well in the portal as well.
Jackson on 1st down.
You get guys like Quinn Ewers and Isaiah